song we're going to do. This next song is called Just as Sure as I'm Sittin' Here, and it's one of my favorite songs from the show. It's not one of our best known, but it's one of my favorites, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, this song might sound like an inconsequential blues groove without too much substance to it when you first listen to it, but it's really much more than that. See, it's a song about what the blues is really about, and what the blues is really about is the undeniable, irrefutable, inescapable fact that we get some good times in this life. And then again, we get some bad times from time to time. Now, this is useful information for people who might not know that yet. Some people don't know that yet. I mean, for instance, maybe you're young enough to think that there ain't gonna be no bad times in your life. Huh? I mean, why would there be? You got your plan working, you got your program happening, you know what you're doing, what could go wrong? You got this, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I'm gonna let you all just go on living and we'll talk about this among yourselves later. And I'm gonna talk about this other hand, which I know much more about. And that's this. Maybe you're old enough to think that there ain't gonna be no more good times in your life. Huh? Maybe you look like me when you get out of bed in the morning and the first word out of your mouth is ow. Second word too. I make it into the bathroom like a newborn giraffe. Hanging on to stuff and wobbling around. My wife's lying in bed laughing at me because I'm hobbling around that way, making old guy noises first thing in the morning. She can do that, see, because she's 12 years younger than I am. I'm going to tell you what's bad about being married to a woman who's 12 years younger than you are. Nothing. Nothing at all. That's the good part. The bad part is now you got to go into the bathroom and look at yourself in the mirror. You ever argue with a mirror? I do. Wipe it down with a towel. That can't be right. I swear to God, I didn't. The other day I was shaving. When I was done shaving, I saw something on my neck. Right? I leaned in to see what it was. It was my neck. My neck was hanging from my neck. It made me so mad that I decided to make Alicia look at it too, so I went strutting back into the bedroom in my underwear with my neck. I looked like an expired rotisserie chicken. I gotta be honest with you. I did. And I said, what do you think, honey? Doesn't this make you want to give me a great big kiss? Oddly enough, it did. So what I used to do at this point in the introduction was to go on to elaborate at length about the vicissitudes of being 77, which is what I am right now. But here's the thing, see, I've had both of my hips replaced, and so I don't really have any aches and pains worth mentioning anymore. So what I'm going to do is tell you about Alicia a little bit. Now, Alicia is a tech, right? I've seen her sit out on the floor, wrap a rag around her head, and turn 1,000 components that big into a state-of-the-art working computer. She can build one by herself. She doesn't need no computer kit or anything like that. She can go to Best Buy, buy the parts, make a computer. Right? She's really good at that stuff. Me, not so much. Right? So, being a tech, she likes to keep up with the latest technological advances. So when she got an update on her Apple Watch, she gave me her old one. Let me tell you about this watch. This watch is a watch the way your phone is a phone, right? Yeah, it'll tell you what time it is if you need to know that, but that's the least of what it can do. It's a compass. It's a GPS. It can tell you your blood oxygen level, your blood pressure. It can take messages. You know, it's a watch that makes a statement. And that statement is, you can't give an Apple Watch to a 77-year-old man. And expect it not to take him back. So here's a couple of things I didn't know about the watch, right? I knew it could hear, because if my phone's way over there and it rings and I don't feel like going way over there, I can answer it on the watch. I can talk into the watch, I can listen on the watch, I can do the whole thing. I don't have to get anywhere near my phone. So I knew it could hear. What I didn't know is that it's always listening. The other thing I didn't know about the watch is that it can and will take unprompted, unilateral action all by itself. If, in the opinion of the watch, that action is called for. I didn't know that either. So we're doing a show, and here comes Easy to Be Hard, right? Now, Easy to Be Hard is a beautiful song. I love singing it, but I'm not going to lie to you. The bridge to that song takes me to the highest note that I am capable of exerting any control over whatsoever. It's a backbreaker for an old man like me. And I wait for it, and I lay for it, and I dread it, and I look forward to it, and I go, here we go. How about a kneading pan? I like it too. My watch did not applaud. My watch panicked. Apparently unaccustomed to nuance, my watch could only think of one reason why I might make a sound like that. My watch was forced to conclude that I was embroiled in some kind of desperate situation, and having thus concluded, my watch called 911. Right in the middle of the show, and 911 answered, and I had to say, no, I'm sorry, 911, there's no emergency. I hit a high note and scared my watch. Please don't bill me. And they did. Now, instead of saying what I usually say at the end of this, I'm going to put a little corollary onto this about the watch. 5 days ago, I was washing my hands in the bathroom sink, and I stepped back and I caught my heel on the leg of the toilet stall next to me, and I went up in the air and landed flat on my elderly back. Right? Oh, it hurt. I mean, it took me 5 minutes to get up. And, but I knew that I was okay. You know how I knew?
What?
Because when I hit that floor hard enough to knock the change out of my pockets, right? Guess who didn't say a damn thing? Not a word, not a peep, not a buzz, not a squeak, nothing. So I knew I was okay. All right, enough of that. Let's do this song. You know what? Life is short, folks. Let's enjoy it while we got it and quit being ungrateful all the damn time. If we do this, something big enough for each and every one of us, just as short as I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
Sitting here, tap, tap.